Hey guys, Dan here. In the last video we talked about 5 tips to prepare your home for sale here on Cape Cod. So today we want to address those of you who are thinking about purchasing a home on Cape Cod. Tip number 1, get a pre-approval. Whether you do it with a local bank or a mortgage broker, it's always important to have a pre-approval because you got to know what your budget is and what homes you should be looking at. The last thing we want to do is have you look at a home and show you homes that you love, only to then have to show you homes that you can afford. All kidding aside, it's a very important part of the process. You want to be pre-approved, and you want to, that makes you better, so when it's time to make an offer, you can move very quickly because it's a very competitive market out there. So if you don't know who to use or who to go to for a pre-approval, ask your agent. We work with different people all day long, and we know who's great to do a transaction with and who can get you great rates and who will really help you get to the closing table. And once you've talked to your loan officer and you've figured out what you can afford and you've got a pre-approval for that, then we have to think about what type of financing you have and what areas that financing will work in. Certain loan types like USDA, there are towns at any given point that just aren't available for USDA. So it's important to know what type of financing you have, what type of properties you can and cannot buy with that financing, and your mortgage broker and your real estate agent can help you with all of that. And on that note, tip number 2 is hire a realtor. Interview several. Find someone who's used to working with buyers like you that can help you through the process. It's very important. They're there to guide you, to help you make the best purchase decision. Often we know about homes long before they hit the market, so we can help you get in there early. We also know how to structure an offer to make it appeal to the seller, so to give you the best possible chance of success. So interview a few. Think about things like, are they familiar with the area, and also is it someone you want to work with for a long time, because this is a long period that you'll be working together, and it's really about building a good relationship. So if you meet someone and you can't imagine yourself working with them, interview other realtors. Once you find a fit, you're ready to go. And the next thing you should do is get to know the area where you're searching. If you have the ability to and you're close by where you can get here, get in a car and drive around. Look at the neighborhoods. It's hard to tell. You see a house online, it's hard to tell what's surrounding that house. You have things like Google Earth, so that's helpful. But it's really nothing better than to get in the car and drive through neighborhoods and then kind of narrow it down to where you really could see yourself living. And there are tons of resources your realtor can help you with to learn about the school system, senior services, shopping, the commute times, all sorts of different things that you'll want to know. So if you can't get in the car, go online and investigate the area as much as possible. You really want to know, so when it's time to make a decision, you know what area you're looking in, and you can make a fast decision in this competitive market because you'll know the area and you'll be comfortable with your decision. For tip number 4, timing is everything. Cape Cod's real estate market is very competitive right now, so to win that bid and get that house of your dreams, you're going to have to act quickly. So once you know you're pre-approved, you know the market, the area, then it's important to make yourself available so your realtor knows exactly when you can get in. And if they tell you there's something that's a hot property and you like it, figure it out. Get in the car and get here if it's at all possible. Things are going under contract very, very quickly, so you want to be able to move fast. We were lucky enough to show someone a house last Monday and got it under contract very quickly. Had that house gone anywhere near the weekend, it would have been a dogfight. So be prepared to move quickly and be prepared. Things like a cover letter. People love them. Homeowners love them. They root for you. Now, they don't always choose you because of that, but sometimes they're like, oh, I hope this couple gets it, or this family gets it, or this person gets it. So it's important. So you could do a generic one and then customize it, because you may have to bid on a few homes in this market. Tip number 5 is get very clear about your 5 must-haves in a home. Is that a fenced yard, in a neighborhood, dead-end street, certain amount of acreage? So there's a whole bunch of different things that may come up on that list. If you're purchasing with someone else, I suggest sitting together and really making a list and narrowing it down to the 5 must-haves. Once you've got your 5 must-haves, think about the 2 you could do without. Not every home will have all 5. You're lucky to find one with all 5. and in this market, it's tough. So find out what the 5 are, and then narrow it down so you know without a doubt what your 5 are, and then pick the 2 that you could possibly do without. Like a fenced yard. You could always fence it later. Things like that. So you can't really change the location. A lot of us can't change the major structure of the home, but we could add a fence, we could add a garage, we could finish the basement, things like that. So once you have your 5, think of the real 3 top out of them and focus on that. And if you do all these things, the process, it can get stressful at times, but that's why you hire the right realtor to work with you that you're comfortable with. They'll get you through it. Always keep your eye on the end goal, and we hope to see you as our neighbors here on Cape Cod soon. Have a great day.